Hadirin yang terhormat, selamat malam dan selamat datang ke acara konser Ecos del Plata. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor to welcome you all to the Ecos del Plata concert. Puji syukur kita panjatkan atas kehadiran Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Berkatnya, kita bisa hadir di acara konser pada malam hari ini. Let us begin by expressing our gratitude to God Almighty for His blessings, which have brought us together here today for tonight's concert. Perkenalkan, saya Prisasvia Anabella selaku MC yang akan memandu jalannya konser dari awal sampai selesai. My name is Prisasvia Anabella and I will be guiding tonight's concert until the very end. Sebelum kita memasuki sesi penyambutan, kami akan memainkan lagu nasional Uruguay. Before we continue with the opening remarks, allow us to play the Uruguay national hymn. Kepada hadirin sekalian, diharap untuk berdiri. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request you all to stand up. Selanjutnya, mari kita bersama-sama menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Hadirin diharap untuk tetap berdiri. We will now play the Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Hadirin diharap untuk duduk kembali. Baik, mari kita lanjut dengan sambutan dari Bapak Rektor Institut Seni Indonesia Yogyakarta untuk Bapak Dr. Irwandi SSN MSN. Waktu dan tempat dipersilahkan. Let us proceed with the opening remarks from ISI Yogyakarta's Rector. Please welcome Dr. Irwandi SSN MSN.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Uruguay of Republik Indonesia, Mrs. Cristina Gonzalez, Gubernur Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta, yang dalam hal ini diwakili oleh Bapak Gofar Ismail dari DPM PT PS Yogyakarta, distinguished guest representative of Embassy Uruguay, dear college, artists, musicians, students, and all distinguished guests. Good evening and welcome to Institut Seni Indonesia Yogyakarta. It's a great pleasure and honor for us to host Ecos del Plata, presented in collaboration with the Embassy of Uruguay. On behalf of ISI Yogyakarta, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Embassy of Uruguay for bringing this wonderful cultural encounter to our campus. This year is particularly meaningful as we celebrate the 60 years of diplomatic relation between Indonesia and Uruguay. Tonight, concert will be a beautiful way to celebrate that friendship, not through formal agreement, but through music, creativity, and human connection. For us at ISI Yogyakarta, this is what the cultural diplomacy about, meeting, listening, learning, and creating together. And we hope that tonight's concert will not be an isolated event, but the beginning of further collaboration between Indonesia and Uruguay artists, musicians, academics, and students. Once again, thank you to the Embassy of Uruguay, the musician, the organizer, and everyone who has made this evening possible. And welcome to ISI Yogyakarta, enjoy Ecos del Plata. Dan saya juga akan menyampaikan dalam bahasa Indonesia. Yang saya hormati Ibu Duta Besar, Bapak Gofar Ismail, mewakili pemerintah Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta dari DPM PTS. Kemudian para pimpinan ISI Yogyakarta yang hadir, telah hadir Pak Dekan Fakultas Seni Pertunjukan, Pak Dr. Nyomancau Arsana, Ibu Wakil Rektor 2, Ibu Dr. Suryati, beserta jajaran jurusan musik ISI Yogyakarta, serta semua yang hadirin, mahasiswa maupun masyarakat yang hadir di Concert Hall ISI Yogyakarta. Satu kebahagiaan, malam ini kita akan menyaksikan kerjasama antara ISI Yogyakarta dengan Kedutaan Besar Uruguay yang berlangsung sudah beberapa bulan ini dalam rangka merayakan 60 tahun hubungan diplomatik Indonesia dan Uruguay. Kami ISI Yogyakarta tentu sangat mengapresiasi dan sangat bahagia dengan kolaborasi ini berkat Ibu Duta Besar yang mana telah mengirim satu seniman untuk melakukan residensi di ISI Yogyakarta, waktu itu pelukis, dan bulan depan akan ada lagi seniman pematung, sculpture, yang akan berkolaborasi dengan rekan-rekan Fakultas Seni Rupa dan Desain. Dan hari ini kita akan menyaksikan kolaborasi antara pianis dari Uruguay yang juga merupakan profesor dari universitas terbesar dan tertua di Uruguay. Dan tentu ini menjadi kesempatan yang sangat baik bagi kita bagi ISI Yogyakarta, bagi para dosen dan mahasiswa untuk bisa berkontak, berkomunikasi dengan masyarakat global, dan ISI Yogyakarta sangat berbahagia dengan hal itu. Dan malam ini tentu saya ingin menyampaikan terima kasih kepada Kedutaan Besar Uruguay, kepada seluruh hadirin, juga pada jajaran pimpinan serta Fakultas Seni Pertunjukan yang bisa mengelola ini, memanfaatkan kesempatan ini untuk bisa berkolaborasi. Dan saya ucapkan selamat juga kepada mahasiswa yang nanti akan berkolaborasi. Saya dengar ada 30 mahasiswa. Ini merupakan kesempatan yang sangat baik untuk Anda menambah pengalaman dan menambah jaringan. Untuk itu manfaatkan kesempatan ini, perluas jaringan kita agar ISI Yogyakarta bisa semakin berbicara di kancah global. Kiranya itu, selamat menikmati dan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, terima kasih Pak Irwandi atas sambutannya. Thank you for your remarks, Mr. Irwandi. Selanjutnya, mari kita sambut Duta Besar Uruguay, Miss Cristina Gonzalez. Next, let us welcome the Ambassador of Uruguay, Miss Cristina Gonzalez.
Thank you. Rector of ISI Yogyakarta, Dr. Irwandi, Dean of the Faculty of Performing Arts, Mr. Nyoman Kau Arsana, esteemed lecturers, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat malam, good evening. It is really a great pleasure to welcome you all in this very special evening. Tonight, we have the privilege of enjoying a performance by the talented Uruguayan pianist Mariana Airaudo, presented by the Embassy of Uruguay in Indonesia in collaboration with ISI Yogyakarta. I would like to start by expressing my sincere appreciation to ISI Yogyakarta for its support for this initiative, its kind cooperation, hospitality, and hard work of the team behind the scenes that made this event possible. I would also like to thank all the lecturers and students who have had an enriching exchange with Mariana during the masterclass today. And of course, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to Mariana Airaudo for agreeing to bring this her extraordinary talent to Yogyakarta and helping us to celebrate an important milestone in the bilateral relations between Uruguay and Indonesia in such a beautiful way. Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, this evening is particularly meaningful for two reasons. First, this concert forms part of the commemoration of the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Uruguay and Indonesia, as was mentioned before. But second, this concert is also offered as a tribute from Uruguay to the people of Indonesia in celebration of the 81st Indonesia's Independence Day today. We would like to convey our warmest congratulations and best wishes to the government and people of Indonesia on this important national occasion. And now, bear with me. Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia. Bapak dan Ibu, diplomatic relations are about much more than political and economic cooperation among governments. Cultural diplomacy creates the people-to-people connections that allow bilateral relations to thrive. Music, in particular, has a unique ability to transcend borders, languages, and differences by allowing us to share emotions. Tonight's concert is a wonderful example of how art can bring Uruguay and Indonesia closer together. We are especially pleased to celebrate here in Yogyakarta, a city that is home to a rich and vibrant Indonesian artistic community, and where ISI Yogyakarta has played an important role in nurturing generations of Indonesian artists and musicians. Through Mariana Airaudo's performance, we aim not only to share with the Indonesian audience a small part of Uruguay's rich musical and cultural heritage, but also to create an encounter between two cultures and opening new opportunities for artistic and educational exchange. And now, it is my great pleasure to invite you all to enjoy this special performance by the Uruguayan pianist Mariana Airaudo. Terima kasih banyak.
Baik, terima kasih banyak atas sambutannya, Miss Christina. Thank you so much for your remarks tonight, Miss Christina. Sebelum kita memulai acara konser pada malam ini, izinkan saya untuk memperkenalkan bintang tamu kita. Before we begin tonight's festivities, allow me to introduce our special guest star. Mariana Airaudo adalah pianis asal Montevideo, Uruguay yang memiliki spesialisasi di chamber music. Spesialisasinya dalam chamber music telah memberinya kesempatan berkolaborasi dengan berbagai seniman terkemuka, baik dari Uruguay maupun mancanegara. Beliau juga kerap berpartisipasi sebagai pengajar dan penampil resital dalam berbagai festival, seminar, konser, dan kegiatan di universitas di seluruh dunia. Mariana Airaudo is a distinguished pianist born in Montevideo, Uruguay, who specializes in chamber music. Her specialization in chamber music has led her to collaborate with prominent Uruguayan and international artists. She also frequently participates as a professor and recitalist at various festivals, seminars, concerts, and universities worldwide. Tanpa berlama-lama lagi, mari kita sambut Miss Mariana Airaudo. Without further ado, let us welcome Miss Mariana Airaudo.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. And I will play some Uruguayan pieces mostly. And I want to say something in every piece, some details about the music that I think that is very important to you to know. For example, I want to read something about, very short, about the first piece. There is homenaje a Piazzolla, Piazzolla's homage from Beatrice Lockhart. This is one of the most important figures in our musical tradition, and also a woman who carved out a space in a field that has historically been dominated by men. As you know, always in the music, in the beginning, the man it was more present than the woman, but we had like a lot of women, very important and very talented composers. The piece was written shortly after the death of Astor Piazzolla, Argentinian, and it draws on many elements of his language, the deep bass lines, the characteristic glissandi, and a very lyrical quality, almost as if the piano were singing. It's in three movements: sureño, southern, the emigrant, el emigrante, and farewell maestro, es adiós maestro. Each exploring different atmospheres within the world of modern tango. These pieces are the most modern pieces. In language, it's like a little with a lot of dissonance. You will listen, but every time it's like dissonance and lyrical and harmonic. So you will listen to new pieces. 15 minutes of beautiful three movements of Beatrice Lockhart. Beatriz, she was my professor, a harmony teacher in the university. And I worked these pieces with her, so it was a privilege to work these pieces with the composer. Well, now we will change completely the style, and I will play Eduardo Fabini, is one of the most important composers in Uruguay. It's like folk academic music, and he always was inspired by the rural areas music, the spirit of the fields, you know, and our rural areas, our fields, the landscape are beautiful and very calm, and it's plain. It's not like here. We don't have mountains. We have a huge horizon, and everybody in the rural areas is very calm and melancholic, a little bit of melancholic, because the weather and because the landscapes. So Eduardo Fabini was inspired for guitar and folk elements. In this case, the first piece is an studio, like study, inspired in guitar arpeggios. And the second is a triste. Triste is a kind of piece that is composed to singing, and guitar. And Eduardo Fabini makes a version for solo piano inspired in the singing and the guitar. So I will play that now. Thanks. I grew up not in the city. I grew up in rural areas. My neighborhood is called Villa Garcia. And my grandmother, it have like a farm. So for me, it's very familiar, the folk music, more than tango. And well, it's very special to play music that comes from the place that you are. Now I will play the most romantic piece in this program. It's Balada from César Cortinas. César Cortinas, it was like a prodigy pianist and composer, and he composed this music with 14 years old. And it's sad because he passed away with 25. And even if he died very young, he left us a lot of very beautiful music. And this piece is inspired in romantic Chopin parts, Debussy, Impressionism, and it's very typical when young composers are inspired in the music that I am playing at the moment. So this is the Balada from César Cortinas. It's for the beginning of the 20th century, 1901. I will change a little bit. And in Uruguay, we have tango, we have folk music, and we have candombe. Candombe, it comes from the African tradition, and I live in Barrio Sur. Barrio Sur is the candombe neighborhood. And every weekend I can listen a lot of people, like 50, 60 people, playing drums in the street, going blocks and blocks and blocks. And we have a strong tradition in candombe. It's part of our popular music. And basically, it's like only 3 different tambor drums: chico, repique, and piano. Chico, repique, piano is the bigger. And the rhythm is like something like this. That is the candombe key. And you can listen the people playing like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours. And the carnival in February, we have like a competition of different las llamadas, different cuerda de tambores, like teams. And it's from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning the next day. And you can see like more than 40 different teams. So it's very interesting, it's very colorful, it is a beautiful tradition. And of course, a lot of compositors was inspired in candombe. Mostly Llores Lamarque Pons, Camilo Giucci, and other composers. And I will play 2 pieces inspired in candombe. One is Candombe by Giucci, and the next piece is Momentos Latinos, Latin Moments, and it's composed by one of my students, my first students, when I was like 20 years old. Agustin Urbina started to play with me like with 8 years old. And he was studying with me for 10 years. And actually, he is the pianist of the symphony orchestra. And he is very young, he is 25 only. He's incredibly talented and very creative in composition. In Uruguay, we have like a piano competition of national music. And I tried to motivate him to participate. And he said, okay, but I don't want to play someone else's piece. I want to make my own piece. Okay. 14 years, he made the piece. He played it perfectly, and he won the competition in national. So for me, it's like I am very proud of my student, Agustin. So I will play Momentos Latinos, Candombe, and later Momentos Latinos. Did you like the candombe rhythm? Okay. In the next piece, it's a very short piece. It's new. I will play for the first time in. I only recorded for the composer, who is a very good friend. It's most like it's like a stepfather for me. And he composed this music and dedicated to me. So in this piece, I want you to help me. He says he agreed that public participate. So in one part, it's like a milonga. Tango and milonga are music to dance. Milonga, it comes from the habanera. So today in the masterclass, I was teaching some pianist students one milonga. So this is a milonga, a new milonga. And Puput is here. Puput will help because in one part of the music, I want you to make the rhythm with me. So I will play the short piece, the moment that I want you to help me. In this part, I want you to make the rhythm. So I will play a section. But now, no. That is the rhythm. I want everybody. I will play the introduction, and I will make a sign to start. And I am playing, so I will make with my head. And in that part, you will start to make palms with me, okay? Thanks. A lo Pintín. Sorry, Pintín Castellanos is one of the tango figures too. Okay, Pintín is like a tango musician. And Carlos, it was inspired in Pintín Castellanos. A typical milonga, and you can listen to milongas in the milongas. In Montevideo, we have milongas, and a lot of people and dancers go to there. Not only professional, anybody can dance in a milonga, and it's very funny. If you go to Uruguay, you must go to a milonga. And you can look like milonga in YouTube, and you can see the way that you can dance the milonga. It's the most simple. It's not very simple, but it's the most simple. It's simplest than tango that is more difficult. Well, almost in the end of my solo piano part, because I have some surprises for you. But I will play like Piazzolla. Astor Piazzolla is not Uruguayan, but is one of the most important composers of the Rio de la Plata. Through Astor Piazzolla, it was possible in entire world that everybody can know about tango. It was the most international in the beginning. Now, fortunately, we have Uruguayan composers. But in that moment, Astor Piazzolla was the first compositor that traveled to France and start academic studies. And I will play one part of Adiós Nonino. Everybody knows Adiós Nonino. Somebody knows Adiós Nonino? Yes? It's very famous. Astor Piazzolla composed this after his father's death. Nonino, Vicente Nonino Piazzolla. It's like papito, like father, daddy, like daddy. And the melody is very, very famous. You must look at it in YouTube. And the best version for me is the original with Astor Piazzolla in the 80s. And the pianist in that moment, 70s and 80s, it was Pablo Ziegler. Pablo Ziegler, he was a virtuous pianist from tango, and he was inspired in jazz, also jazz and tango. So the music has some jazz, you will see, some lyrical parts, very jazzy harmonies and very jazzy style. I will play the solo piano cadenza that sometimes the pianist plays alone before the quintet version. I will play from an original transcription, handwriting. and it's like comparsa. For sure, I will start to play, and you will see, la comparsita, or something. I know that piece. And it's part of our patrimony of Uruguay, cultural and popular. And I will play like two versions. The first, short, the introduction, in the traditional way to play tango with the quintet and with people dancing. So I will play in la comparsita, the beginning, in the traditional way, simple and very rhythmical. And in the second, after that, I will play my own version, modern, of la comparsita. Okay? So, the first comparsita, typical. Listen that and know what pieces or not. Anybody? Yeah. That. Now I will play my modern version full. Okay? I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I want to invite musicians from here. I am very honored and I'm very happy to play music with musicians from here. They are very good, incredible singer, incredible violin, so for me it's a pleasure to share music and to play my music and your music. I will try to do my best. So I will start with the next piece is from the composer Ananda Sukarlan, and the piece is Hombre que mira su país desde el exilio. Man who looks his country from outside, from the exilio. I don't know how. Exile. So the lyrics of this is a little like very sad because it's somebody who is suffering a lot. But fortunately, the music is beautiful. So I will play that with. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the singer. So I don't know where is the singer. Maybe.
Untuk karya selanjutnya adalah Hombre que mira su país desde el exilio, karya Ananda Sukarlan untuk piano dan vokal, yang akan dimainkan oleh Miss Mariana Airaudo dan Monica Cynthia Christie. The next piece is Hombre que mira su país desde el exilio by Ananda Sukarlan, which will be performed by Miss Mariana Airaudo and Monica Cynthia Christie.
I must say, I'm very proud of her because the pronunciation is so good. We was working a little bit, but she is so incredible that in the end it was like almost perfect. So I'm very proud of her.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah karya yang berjudul Sepanjang Prawiro Taman, karya Ananda Sukarlan untuk piano dan vokal. Karya ini akan dimainkan oleh Miss Mariana Airaudo dan Matilda Ave Mariorie. The next piece is titled Sepanjang Prawiro Taman, composed by Ananda Sukarlan for the piano and vocals. This piece will be performed by Miss Mariana Airaudo and Matilda Ave Mariorie. Karya selanjutnya berjudul Mumboro Merdiko, karya Djoko Lemas Supraitno untuk piano dan sinden. Karya ini akan dimainkan oleh Mariana Airaudo dan Azahra Nanda Dewi. The next piece is titled Mumboro Merdiko, composed by Djoko Lemas Supraitno for piano and sinden. This piece will be performed by Miss Mariana Airaudo and Azahra Nanda Dewi.
I want to ask for an applause for the composer who is there. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Untuk karya selanjutnya, berjudul Liber Tango karya Astor Piazzolla untuk piano dan violin. Karya ini akan dimainkan oleh Miss Mariana Airaudo dan Bonfilio Shalom Rezandi Bangun. Our final piece is titled Liber Tango by Astor Piazzolla for the piano and violin. This piece will be performed by Miss Mariana Airaudo and Bonfilio Shalom Rezandi Bangun.
Well, thank you so much. Well, the concert is done. I finished. I hope you enjoy it. And I was trying to show the different music from Uruguay. And for me, it's very important. It's like a mission. And I want to say thank you so much to Cristina, because the ambassador who makes possible this. It was her initiative. And I want to say thank you to Easy. Everybody here makes a wonderful and unforgettable experience teaching today with very talented young artists. I want to say that the level, I was surprised because the level is so good. The pianist, cello, everybody. Well, I am traveling a lot. I'm working with kids, and I can say that here is incredible. So you must be very happy and proud of your young musicians. And you must follow supporting all the music, all the culture here. And the most important is to promote the exchange. For example, to me coming here, maybe someday you can go there, and it can be like the best way to grow up together. So thank you so much, everybody.
Mari beri tepuk tangan yang meriah sekali lagi untuk Miss Mariana Airaudo beserta semua penampil pada malam hari ini. Let us give a huge round of applause for Miss Mariana and all of the astounding performers tonight. Baik, hadirin sekalian, selanjutnya kita akan memasuki sesi pemberian buket bunga sebagai bentuk apresiasi kepada para tamu dan penampil yang telah berpartisipasi dalam konser Ecos del Plata. We will now proceed with the bouquet presentation as a token of our appreciation to our distinguished guests and performers of the Ecos del Plata concert. Kami persilahkan untuk menerima buket bunga. We would like to invite the following recipients up on the stage. Her Excellency Cristiana Gonzalez, followed by Miss Mariana Airaudo, lalu Bapak Joko Supraitno, kemudian Bapak Ananda Sukarlan yang akan diwakilkan oleh Rahel Nadia, followed by Bonfilio Shalom Rezandi Bangun, lalu Azahra Nanda Dewi, kemudian Monica Cynthia Christi, dan terakhir Matilda Ave.
Yang tadi. Ini udah naik semua? Belum? Semuanya udah sampai sini udah? Udah. Yang lain?
Kami himbau untuk para nama yang sudah dipanggil tadi untuk naik ke atas panggung. Terima kasih.
Belum ada.
Selanjutnya, kami persilahkan Rektor ISI Yogyakarta, Bapak Dr. Irwandi MSN, perwakilan Gubernur Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta yang diwakili oleh Kepala DPMP TSP DIY, Bapak Gofar Ismail, lalu Dekan Fakultas Seni Pertunjukan Dr. Inyoman Kau Arsana M.Hum, beserta Wakil Rektor kedua, Dr. Suryanti M.Hum, untuk berkenan menyerahkan buket bunga. We would then like to invite the Rector of ISI Yogyakarta, Dr. Irwandi MSN, the representative of Gubernur DIY, which will be represented by the head of DPM PTSP, Bapak Gofar Ismail, and then the Vice Rector, Dr. Suryanti M.Hum, and finally, the Dean Faculty Performing Arts, Dr. I. Nyoman Kau Arsana, to present the bouquets.
Udah dipanggil semua.
Mari beri tepuk tangan sekali lagi kepada para penerima dan pemberi buket bunga pada malam hari ini. Mungkin bisa dipoto. Oke. Selanjutnya, kita memasuki prosesi pertukaran souvenir antara Rektor Institut Seni Indonesia Yogyakarta and Her Excellency the Ambassador of Uruguay. Next, we will proceed with the exchange of souvenirs between the Rector of ISI Yogyakarta and Her Excellency the Ambassador of Uruguay. Kepada Bapak Rektor Dr. Irwandi, SSN MSN, and Her Excellency Cristina Gonzalez, dipersilahkan. We humbly invite Pak Irwandi and Her Excellency Cristina Gonzalez to proceed with the exchange. Baik, tidak terasa kita sudah hadir di penghujung acara konser Ecos del Plata. Kami mengucapkan terima kasih sebesar-besarnya kepada seluruh anggota kepanitiaan, Miss Mariana Airaudo, dan Her Excellency Miss Cristina Gonzalez. Dan tentu saja kepada hadirin sekalian yang kami hormati. Semoga hadirin sekalian dapat menikmati konser pada malam hari ini. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of the Ecos del Plata concert. We would like to express our deepest gratitude to everybody involved in the committee, Miss Mariana Airaudo, as well as Her Excellency Cristina Gonzalez from the Embassy of Uruguay, and of course, our esteemed guests. We sincerely hope that everybody was able to enjoy the concert to the fullest. Saya, Prinsesvia Annabella, pamit undur diri. Sungguh merupakan kehormatan besar untuk menjadi MC pada malam hari ini. Saya mohon maaf sebesar-besarnya atas segala kekurangan selama memandu jalannya acara. I, Prinsesvia Annabella, would like to take my leave. It has been an honor to become the host for tonight's event. I would like to apologize for any shortcomings while hosting tonight. Akhir kata, kami ucapkan selamat malam dan sampai jumpa di lain kesempatan. Lastly, we wish you all a lovely night. Until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.